guys, my brother Gregory is here and he's going to help me read a book to you. This is The Three Bears by Paul Galdone. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived together in their own house in the woods. One of them was a little wee bear. One was a middle-sized bear. And one of them was a great big bear. They each had a bowl for their porridge. The little wee bear had a little wee bowl. The middle-sized bear had a middle-sized bowl. And the great big bear had a great big bowl. They each had a chair to sit in. The little wee bear had a little wee chair. The middle-sized bear had a middle-sized chair. What about the big one? The great big bear had a great big chair. And they each had a bed to sleep in. The little wee bear had a little wee bed. The middle-sized bear had a middle-sized bed. And the great big bear had a great big bed. One morning, the three bears made porridge for breakfast and poured it into their bowls, but it was too hot to eat. So they decided to go for a walk in the woods until it cooled. While they were gone, Goldilocks, a little girl named Goldilocks, came to their house. First, she looked in the window. Then she peeked in the keyhole. Of course, there was nobody inside. Goldilocks turned the handle of the door. The door was not locked because the three bears were trusting bears. They did no one any harm. And so Goldilocks opened the door and went right in. There was porridge on the table, and it smelled very, very good. Goldilocks did not stop to think about whose porridge it was. She just went straight up to it. First, she tasted the porridge of the great big bear, but it was too hot. Then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear, but it was too cold. Then she tasted the porridge of the little wee bear, and it was neither too hot nor too cold. It was just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she ate it all up. Then Goldilocks went into the parlor to see what else she could find.
Am I doing good, Jackie?
Mm-hmm. There were, how many? 3 chairs. First she sat down in the chair of the great big bear, but it was too hard. Then she sat down in the chair of the middle-sized bear, but it was too soft. Then she sat down in the chair of the little wee bear.
Do I put my beads down? Okay.
But it was neither too hard nor too soft. Goldilocks liked it so much that she rocked and rocked until the bottom of the chair fell right out. Down she went, plump, onto the floor. Goldilocks went into the bedroom where the 3 bears sat, where they slept. First, she lay down on the bed of the great big bear, but it was too high at the head. Then she lay down on the bed of the middle-sized bear, but it was too high at the foot. Then she lay down on the bed of the little wee bear. It was neither too high at the head nor too high at the foot. And she liked it so much that she covered herself up and fell fast asleep.
Yeah.
By this time, the 3 bears thought their porridge would be cool enough to eat, so they came home for breakfast. Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great big bear in his porridge bowl. He noticed it first thing, and he said, "Somebody has been tasting my porridge," in his great big voice. Goldilocks had left the spoon of the middle-sized bear in her porridge bowl, too. "Somebody has been tasting my porridge," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Can you get that bear for me? And then what did that bear say?
Somebody's been testing my bill. No,
My porridge.
my porch.
Show the camera. The little wee bear looked at his bowl. Somebody has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up, cried the little wee bear in his little wee voice. Then the three bears went into the parlor. Can you put that one on your hand?
Yeah.
Goldilocks had left the cushion crooked in the chair of the great big bear. He noticed it first thing. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said the great big bear in his great big voice. Goldilocks had squished down the cushion of the chair of the middle-sized bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Then the little wee bear looked at his chair. What does he say? Somebody has been sitting in my chair and has sat right
Somebody
through
sitting
it.
in my chair, my foot.
They broke it, didn't they?
Broke it.
The three little bears went into the bedroom. Goldilocks had pulled the pillow out of the great big bear out of
I don't
place.
need my bed, though.
Yep, you need your bear. He noticed it first thing. Somebody has been lying in my bed,
My bed.
he said in his
Just
great big
saying.
voice. Goldilocks had pulled the
Goldilocks,
blankets of the middle-sized bear out of place. Somebody has been laying in my bed, said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice.
This is fun, isn't it?
Then the little wee bear looked at his bed, and he said, Somebody's been lying in my bed, and here she is!
Oh,
Hold it.
okay. Somebody.
This woke Goldilocks up at once. There were the three bears, all staring at her. Do you think she was scared?
Yeah.
You think so? Goldilocks was so frightened that she tumbled out of bed and ran to the open window, and out she jumped. She ran away as fast as she could, never looking back. No one knows what happened to Goldilocks after that. As for the three bears, they never saw her again. The end. We love you.
We love you.
What are we going to say?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What are we going to do now, Jackie?